Hey, Rook. Ireland and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I could use someone to come with me, if you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Funeral. Okay. Well, I guess we should gear up and go.
We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
I don't know much about Dalish funeral practices, but this is interesting.
I wonder what we lost. By freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Just explore over here real quick. Hope Belle doesn't mind. Ooh, nice. All right, where were we?
Bellara,
Hey, Ireland.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
I forgot that Bellara and Ireland used to be together. Good they're still friends.
A third we give to the sky, to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elf's fault that Elgernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Not every question has a good answer, but who you are is just as important as who you were.
Syrian didn't want our people to be defined by our struggle. He wanted to go back to who we were before. He said that's when we were ourselves all the way through. But that struggle, it happened. It changed us into who we are now. Just wish it were easier to know. Okay. Next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier. What they did, the Evan to us, I can never forgive.
With any luck, you can say that right to their faces.
Looking forward to. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
Oh. Sweet.
A third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Maybe the Evanurus did just that. Conquered other people. Shattered them like they did the doors. What would the world look like if they'd left it alone?
The past isn't just one thing. It's all the little choices and events that add up.
Who knows what choices we would have made? If they would have been better or worse. But I keep thinking the Elven were the first people the Evanurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days, people are there for you. I like it. It's literal in a really reassuring way.
Yeah, that's a nice thought. I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Bellara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
Bellara has turned to Dalish traditions for comfort and a new future. Let's go with this.
I think Syrian would have appreciated it. There's a good reason it stayed constant for so long. Rituals help.
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Daenerys back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life for him, for me, and for our people.
That's all any of us can do. Just keep living and putting one foot in front of the other.
It's just hard. Sometimes. Harder than it should be. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
I hope it helped her get some closure.
Bellara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. If anything happened to Hassan.
Cherish him while you can.
That's the truth.
Hi there, boy.
Alright, I think we should check on Taash now.
I got word from a Ravani seer. She found a spirit who could translate the tablet. I'm supposed to meet her on the beach.
You're not doing this alone. When do we leave?
Thanks. We can go whenever you're free.
Seems like today is a day for memorials.
Avatash. The air has been running from the storm all afternoon. You came just in time for it. There are others here as well, up the beach.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Ravani with one of their seers. They asked how I was. They asked if I would like to come with them and teach about the weather.
What do you mean the air is running away from the storm?
We think of air as being nothing, but if you have felt a driving wind, you know it has weight. On a calm, sunny day, the air rests on you like a warm, thick blanket. When a storm is coming, the air pushes on you less. We say that it is afraid, running from the storm.
You can feel the difference in the air.
Some of us use tools to measure it. Some of us can feel it in old aches, or the way your body knows the sun is rising.
Do you want to take them up on their offer?
I did not want to be around people after I fled the Antam. I did not know the world outside the Qun. But the Ravani have been kind. It will not be the same, but I think it will be all right. And I think staying here would make me sad, now that Shathan is gone.
Yeah.
Your mother's horn. You wear it as jewelry, like the Ravani do.
Yeah. Ravani wear their stories.
She would like it.
She'd be so pissed.
She would. But she would be proud of you.
Hey, before we go, I brought food. It's probably not as good as she makes it.
Thank you, Avatash. I will eat the fruit. Be safe. Do not stay out too long in the storm.
Right. Let's go see what the damn tablet says.
You all right?
Just ready to get it over with. The seer said she had to give the translation in person.
That's a little odd.
Yep. Come on.
Did the seer at least give you a hint of what the tablet said?
Nope.
And she wouldn't say why we had to meet in person instead of just sending a translation?
Nope again. Sorry. No food today. Next time.
I'll probably get all soggy anyway.
Feels a little strange for Mira to be wearing a bikini while doing all of this, but it is the Ravani style and they are on the beach, so when in Rome.
This is good. Simple.
Wet.
You're the one who keeps throwing rocks. Come on. No sense putting it off.
Skipping rocks has to be a shadow dragon thing, first with Nev and now. Though Mira's not really skipping them, she's just kind of throwing them. Maybe she's bad at it. It would make sense. She is kind of clumsy sometimes.
That your seer?
Nobody else around here dumb enough to wait in the rain?
Child of Shaitan, you come with questions and dragon blood in your veins.
Rowan, didn't realize it was gonna be you. So, you can read the tablet?
In my dreams, I found a spirit that knows the old language. The spirit respects the Qun, because this tablet is important to Qunari history. It is willing to help.
The spirit respects the Qun? How does that work?
Spirits watch our world from the Fade. Some watch Tevinter, others Rivian, and others Parvalen. What spirits watch, they reflect. Those who watch Qunari grow to respect the Qun.
But Qunari are afraid of spirits.
It is complicated. In Rivian, we allow spirits to possess us. Under the Qun, such a thing is forbidden. This spirit respects the Qun, so it will not possess me fully. It will speak to me, but not through me.
That's a fine line to walk.
Yes, it is.
Rowan, you know us. We could have met at the Hilt or by the Alluvian. Why do this here?
The spirit has watched Taash. It knows that this is where they come for matters of the soul.
What do you mean? This is just where I come to feed birds and practice fire breathing.
And why do you come here specifically for that?
I don't know. I like to listen to the waves crash. It's noisy, but also not. Makes it easier to think.
That is why we are here.
Karash said that you offered to take him along. He'll be all right.
Karash saw many things that no one should have to see. We can help him grow to become whole again.
And he'll teach your sailors to predict storms?
Do you truly think Ravane, a country full of sailors, has none who understands the weather?
Then why?
He follows the Qun. People who follow the Qun need to feel useful.
You are your mother's child.
We are grateful for your help, and for the spirits.
The spirit has watched the Qunari for many ages. It knows the old tongue. It will give you what you seek. You brought the tablet?
I thought you already had a copy.
We destroyed it.
Why?
The spirit says that the words held therein must never be written. Only words of fire may carry the message safely.
But why?
Bring your fire to the tablet, Taash. We will show you. By dragon flame come these words. Trust no tale not hidden by the fire. When the great foe struck, we embraced the blood of dragons. Champions blessed with fire protected us and saw the unseen. We escaped to distant shores, but found no peace. Disease will lay us low. If more of us flee across the ocean, it means our people failed. Prepare then for the devouring storm.
Devouring storm.
What does all that Vashadan mean?
It means, cousin, that the power you wield is no accident. It means our people fought against an ancient enemy. And it means the Qunari fled that same enemy to come here.
But what does that mean now?
Only the spirits can see.
Whatever else the tablet says, it means that the ancient Qunari thought people like you were important, Taash.
So this is what my mother died to give me. More work? This is Vashadan!
Sorry, Rowan. They're taking this hard.
As a seer, I am a vessel through which spirits share their wisdom. That wisdom is not always a comfort. Please go to them, Rook. They need your voice more than mine right now.
All right. Where'd they go? Oh, Taash.
Why do I feel like the Devouring Storm and those across the sea, the executors, are connected?
After all this, if I break my neck climbing up here in the rain. Good thing there's such a good kisser. Hey, you need to burn off some energy. I can think of more pleasant ways to do it.
All that work. All the ancient Qunari crap that she died for. And what's the secret? More work? More responsibility? She can't just leave me with this. She can't just leave me.
There was so much left unsaid between them. Why is my girl being so thirsty right now? This is not the time. I mean, physical comfort is good, but Meravas would want to talk through these feelings with Taash.
What would she say if she were here right now?
Complaining will not solve the problem. Have I taught you so poorly that you cannot deal with this yourself?
Shathan.
I miss her.
But you can do this.
Yeah. I can. The Qunari thought I was a mistake. The Dragon King thought I was a weapon. Shathan was the only one who believed in me. How did they forget everything the tablet said? How did they lose so much?
First of all, she's not the only one who believes in you. And secondly, the Qunari are dysfunctional. Why do you think neither of you are actually Qunari?
With all due respect, screw the Qunari. Do you care what they think?
Nope.
Neither did your mother. That's why she left. She knew they'd lost the truth. The first bit of the tablet. Don't trust anything except what's written in the fire. Stories change. Eventually, people forget what they used to mean. Your mother knew that. The Qunari have forgotten so much. They won't be ready for whatever's next. Whether it's the Devouring Storm or something else.
But Ravain will. We've got a lot of Qunari who don't follow the Qun. And we can get more.
From where?
From the Antam. They already broke away from the Qun. They respect strength. Maybe we can kill the bad ones and bring the rest in. Show them how to live outside the Qun. Like my mother did. I can do that for you. Tom.
Really? Recruiting some Antam? Very open-minded of you. Alright, well, since we're out here and there's a new area unlocked, maybe we should look around. And we brought Belle so we can do a little bonding. These two deserve some fun distraction for a while. With a great view of the ocean.
Hey, Bellara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Taash.
It's a good hurt. Mostly.
Sometimes, when I can't stop thinking about Syrian, I like to remember something nice about him. Or funny. So, could you tell me something funny about Shathan?
She hated apples.
Apples?
Skin always got caught in her teeth. She'd spend all day trying to get it out. Avatosh, this fruit is stupid!
Syrian hated spiders. I mean, more than most people do. Climbed a tree to get away from a big one once.
Yeah?
Well, the nest was up that tree, away from a spider, into more spiders. He refused to leave camp for a week.
Nice. And thanks.
Back at you.
These two were so precious.
That tablet, it said something about the devouring storm, right?
Yep, whatever that means.
Just before he died, or, well, whatever happened to him, Anar said something about the storm.
He did?
But he was old. Think he might have known about it?
Could be, I don't know. Feels worth looking into.
Huh. Alright, we finally tracked down this last letter about the Qunari warden, Gray, that we've been seeing information about around here. Excerpt from a Grey Warden log. As the seer predicted, the eruption of Shark's Mouth angered a demon. The demon held us responsible for disturbing its mountain. It tore into our fort full of flame and fury, a horror beyond anything we fought before. The seer said she could bind the demon to our fort so it wouldn't endanger others. I intended to stay with her to see the binding spell through, but before I could move, Grey shoved me out and barred the door. He said that protecting the world from a demon was, quote, a job for a Qunari. Then he said something like, To kata itwa fish. The demon, which we started calling the Fury of Shark's Mouth, is now sealed in. Grey and the seer both gave their lives to hold it back. If they hadn't, it might have rampaged all over the coast. With our fort lost to the demon and no darkspawn nearby, we're leaving the area. I've sent word to Weishaupt. If the Qunari have more like Grey, the warden should be honored to take them. I also reached out to the Qunari, paid my respects, and asked about the Qunlat phrase that Grey said before he died. The Qunari told me that the best translation would be, in death, sacrifice. Guess you were listening after all, Grey. Added by Tavern. Sounds like a damn good warden to me. Can I stop crying over codices, please? Just stop crying in general. That would be great. Okay, let's go kill this demon.
Go, Bellara!
That was for Grey. The Qunari in those old letters. He was a good warden.
The Fury of Shark's Mouth is finally defeated.
Oh, wardens. You're a mess, but I can't help but love you.
Taash, if you're looking for traps, there's a place.
Sorry. A statue of a human rider or a warrior carved in ancient Qunari style. The details are worked carefully, but still show a lack of familiarity with human features.
Andruil's Gauntlet.
Yeah?
Yes, it's really ancient, old, Elvenon ancient. It's supposed to test hunters who want to wield the mightiest weapons. It's filled with traps. No one has made it through in ages. Well, not in one piece anyways.
And these are real traps, not broken down magic?
Made by Andruil's own priest to test the greatest warriors of Arlathan. I saw a hunter go in years ago. A few minutes later, big flash of light and his head shot back out. On fire.
Okay, yeah. That sounds pretty great.
Well, we know what we're doing for our next outing then. Greetings from Seer Rowan. Rook, thank you for helping Avatosh. Their mother was an exceptional teacher of the mind, but the mind and the heart are not always as one. Some of the Antam from the Dragon King's cohort have broken away and are wandering aimlessly. We have spoken with them. Since Taash proved that the Dragon King's way was weak, they are amenable to learning a new form of strength. We may yet help them to live outside the Qun. Please let Taash know that Karash is doing well. See you, Rowan.
Hey, you up for drinks? I'm taking Bellara to the Hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying.
Sounds fun. I'm in.
Some lighthearted quality time with the family. Horns and holla at the Hilt. Nice. Well, back to Ravane.
So, Taash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my. What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Like, what, the size of a horse?
30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon.
How'd you get up there?
They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Taash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Taash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barv.
Oh, okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crews, not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a barv. Oh, there we go.
Well, that wasn't 10, but okay. Whatever works.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barv, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay, yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barv puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
Oh, I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Taash's back.
Oh, Taash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Little sigh.
Isabella's apology work for you, Taash?
Yeah. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Taash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Taash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have?
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
It really is fine. You don't have to baby them.
I think Taash will survive, Bellara.
No, Rook. Taash loves cheese wands.
Taash loves everything. Nothing like running down dragons to build up an appetite.
It's the fire breathing. I have to eat more to build up stuff in my gut.
I know what I have to do. I'm pulling a barv. 1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Look at these best friends. What an unlikely little group.
Taash?
Yeah?
I swear on all the dogs in Ferelden, I did not make her do this, but my ma sent you something.
Oh.
There's a letter and some homemade candy. She calls it a hug from afar. She'd rather give you a real hug, of course, but she can't, so this is so awkward.
No, it's good. I like snacks. And hugs aren't bad.
So when is Harding's mom gonna come visit? For real.